Stephen CASSIUS, Arnfield'S TV in association with MTK Global at the final press conference here for Crolla and Norris, the rematch. I'm joined by Bobby Rimmer, Brian Rose, head of the clash with Jack Arnfield this week. Well, you was causing a bit of trouble there, weren't you, Rimmer?
Well, mate, I've just told the truth. I wasn't causing any trouble.
I'm joking, go on.
I was just, when the fight was announced, the fight's nothing to do with me. And, they've been saying a few things and they've been having a few chips at me and stuff like that. So I just thought, well, you know what, I've been quiet for long enough, so I'll just tell the truth. Why he took the fight, what he's doing it for. And it's all jealousy, nothing else. When Jack and Brian was great friends, right? Lived together, trained together, and then Jack had to go and have that little break away from boxing. And when he come back, Brian had got in front. Brian was British champion outright and moving on. And Jack come back and he wanted that, but he couldn't have it because he had to start off again. And the jealousy was there from then. And I said to him, I said, listen, he's not going to stay here now. Didn't I? I told him, I said he won't stay here. And he said he won't get enough attention at the gym. It's not my fault that he had that 2-year break. If he wouldn't have had that 2-year break, he would have had as much attention as Brian. But Brian had moved on. So Brian was my number one fighter then.
Brian, do you look at it as Jack's taking this fight for jealousy reasons?
I don't get into that at all, and I always said for years that he wasn't jealous of me. He was my friend, and I've always vouched for him. But there's reasons why he took the fight, and I don't know in his head why he took it, because it's not loads of money. It's not. He's saying it's his biggest payday. Yeah, it probably is, but it doesn't. It shouldn't cost a friendship, but it is what it is. I'm not even going to go into that because the fight's happening Saturday and I've got my head around the fact that I need to beat Jack on Saturday, otherwise my career's over, my career's on the line. So I'm just treating Jack like a normal opponent, if not even worse, because it's got a bad taste in my mouth, I'm ready.
He says that you're a stepping stone for him.
I'm a big stepping stone, aren't I? A big one. You know what? Everyone else works their way up like I did. I beat Alcine, the next world champion. Vivian Harris, the next world champion. Final eliminator for a world title. He's looking for an easy way, and his easy way will to beat me. It'll be a great name on his record, won't it? I'm not saying I'm an elite fighter and this great fighter, but I am a good fighter. And he believes deep down. That's why he's took the fight. He believes deep down that he'll beat me, and I've got to put a stop to that on Saturday night.
But, Bobby, it's a question to both of you really, or rather a statement. Regardless of whatever's going on with Jack, this is like you said, this is about your career. You're thinking that if you don't win it, you can't really continue.
If the problems we've had off the last couple of years, we've not been able to have a great camp. He's had so much bad luck with injuries, with the nose, with the elbow. He's had so much bad luck. So when he after the Macklin fight, and he got the elbow right, and he had that little warm-up fight in Birmingham against a kid who'd had 14 knockouts, some warm-up fight, wasn't it? You know what I mean? I knew he was ready. I knew he was going to be okay. So when we went back in the gym. Matthew said to me, he said, well, I'm going to look for a big fight for Jack. So we went in the gym 3 weeks before Christmas, and we worked for 3 weeks, and everything was okay. And then after Christmas, my heart's always in my mouth when he spars, quite obviously, because when he gets a cut, when he gets an injury, we have to change things around. And me as a trainer, I get fed up of it. When you've got a plan with a kid, and then all of a sudden he gets an injury and you've got to change it, and you've got to go round and do something else, trainers get fed up of doing that as well. But this one, we started sparring, and I got really tough sparring partners. He's had 76 rounds of sparring, and the nose has stayed intact. Whether it opens in a fight with small gloves, we don't care about that, because the cuts under the eyes, it'll never stop a fight.
Yeah, I think they're banking on they touched on my nose, getting touched again Saturday night, wasn't it? But he touched on my nose and he said, Brian's nose will come open in the fight and stuff like that. But if they're banking on that spurs me on. He went. He cut open.
He's opening sparring, so what we asked
about. He cut open in the second Carson Jones fight, the second round. Do you know what I mean? So if I can fight for 10, 11 rounds with a cut nose and perform to that, I've got nothing to worry about. It spurs me on. I love the taste of blood.
All right, well, listen, I'm going to let you crack on.
Why have you got to answer that?
That ain't my phone. Listen, Bobby, Brian, thanks for talking to Arnfield
Mate,
TV.
it's always lovely to
and
speak
listen,
to
we'll
you.
catch up with you over the weekend.
Thank you.
Best
Great,
of luck,
mate.
all right?
Thank you.
Top man.